Have you ever wondered what happened on the morning of October 2nd, 1947 at Domel and Baramula? The day started like any other, but the tranquility was short-lived. As the first rays of dawn were breaking, the main column of raiders crossed the frontier from Gar Habibullah, their sights set on Muzaffarabad. The unsuspecting city was about to be thrust into a battle it was ill prepared for. But what of the defenders? Surely they would put up a fight. Indeed, they would have, had it not been for the treachery that was about to unfold. The traitors of the 4KL holding the outposts at Lohar Gali and Ramkot turned their backs on their own people. They didn't just join the raiders, but also provided them with the fullest information about the strength and disposition of the defending troops. This act of betrayal would prove pivotal in the events that followed. The raiders, now armed with the knowledge of the defenders' positions, were able to send sufficient force. As the raiders pressed on, they reached Domel, a strategic point guarded by Lautkol Narain Singh and his men. The otherwise peaceful night was shattered by sudden bursts of gunfire and shouting. Startled by the unexpected onslaught, Singh received news of the attack from a wounded sepoy who had managed to escape the chaos. Within minutes, however, Singh's own headquarters came under attack. The traitors amongst the Muslim troops at Domel cooperated with the enemy, turning the tide of the battle in favor of the raiders. In the midst of this betrayal, Captain Ram Singh, the adjutant, met a tragic end. He was gunned down in his brave attempt to unlock the Khat, or armory, a crucial move that could have potentially shifted the balance of the battle. Despite the odds, the battalion headquarters and the mortar platoon fought tenaciously throughout the day. Their courage and determination were unwavering. Even as they faced heavy casualties, they stood their ground, refusing to give in to the raiders easily, inflicting significant damage upon the enemy. However, as the sun set and the darkness crept in, the situation became dire. Those who had survived the day's brutal battle, around 15 exhausted and wounded men, including Singh, were forced to retreat. They crept out of their positions, slipped away into the hills, and vanished into the night, their fate unknown. And so Domel fell to the raiders. The men who had fought so bravely were gone, leaving the strategic point in the hands of the enemy. Their tenacity and valor, however, would be remembered and would serve as a beacon of courage for those who would continue the fight. As the night fell, the surviving men slipped away into the darkness, leaving Domel in the hands of the enemy. The raiders' wave of destruction did not stop at Domel. Other outposts faced similar fates. As the raiders pushed forward, other outposts found themselves in the crosshairs of this relentless onslaught. Each outpost was a scene of desperate struggle as brave men, vastly outnumbered, battled against the odds. One such outpost was Muzaffarabad. Here, an MMG section under the command of Havildar Bishan Singh fought back with admirable courage. Despite the odds stacked against them, they managed to retreat into the hills. After enduring unimaginable hardships and privations, they eventually reached Srinagar, living to tell their tale of bravery and resilience. Another outpost, Batika, faced a different fate. The detachment stationed there was captured while retreating. The captured men were disarmed and humiliated, stripped to their undergarments. As a final act of cruelty, they were led to the riverbank, lined up and shot dead. Their sacrifice, though heartbreaking, was a testament to their unwavering commitment to their duty. Yet hope could still be found amidst the despair. At Kotli, another detachment managed to retreat safely to Uri. The odds were against them. They were running short of ammunition, and they feared encirclement. Yet they successfully slipped out of their untenable positions during the cover of night, demonstrating resourcefulness and tenacity in the face of adversity. These stories of desperation, courage, and sacrifice were echoed across the other outposts, each fighting against overwhelming odds. Each outpost had its own tale of bravery and sacrifice, of men who fought with everything they had, shedding their blood to defend their land. Despite their overwhelming odds, these brave men fought with everything they had, shedding their blood to defend their land. As the raiders advanced, they reached Baramula, where a small group of defenders made a valiant last stand. They had retreated from their previous positions, battling their way through the darkness, their path blocked by numerous enemy roadblocks. Each was cleared after stiff engagements, showcasing the defenders' resilience and tenacity. However, The continuous combat was taking a toll on this small yet brave troop. The enemy was relentless, and the defenders were steadily losing men. Their ammunition was depleting, and the threat of encirclement loomed ominously. Despite the odds, they pressed on, their spirits unbroken. Their leader, Brigadier Rajendra Singh, led from the front, his courage and determination unwavering. However, they came upon a roadblock that was heavily guarded and covered with intense enemy fire. It was here that they made their final stand. They fought valiantly, pushing back against the overwhelming enemy forces, but the enemy was too strong, and one by one, the defenders fell. Among them was Brigadier Rajendra Singh. He fought bravely, refusing to back down even in the face of certain death. His courage was an inspiration to his men, pushing them to fight harder, to hold their ground for as long as they could. But in the end, even his gallantry could not turn the tide of the battle. Brigadier Rajendra Singh and his men fought and perished to the last man, but their brave resistance bought precious time for the Valley of Kashmir. Their sacrifice was not in vain. They had held up the enemy for 4 crucial days, saving the valley from immediate sack and pillage. For his supreme gallantry and devotion to duty, Brigadier Rajendra Singh was awarded the Mahavir Chakra posthumously. His heroism and that of his men will forever be etched in the annals of history, a testament to their unwavering courage and selfless sacrifice in the face of overwhelming odds. With Baramula fallen, the raiders began their reign of terror over the town. The once prosperous town was now a playground for the marauders, their actions painting a grim picture of the cost of war. The raiders showed no mercy, no regard for human life, their actions a chilling testament to their ruthlessness. They hunted down Hindus and Sikhs indiscriminately, their lives snuffed out in the blink of an eye. Homes that once housed laughter and love were looted, their contents stolen, and the structures left to the mercy of the flames. The streets that were once a testament to the town's prosperity now bore witness to its fall. But the horrors didn't stop there. Young women, regardless of their color, caste, or creed, were forcibly taken from their homes. They were sold like cattle in the far-off streets of Rawalpindi and Peshawar, or destined to live out their days as slaves in the mountainous tribal territories. It was a grim fate, a stark contrast to the life they once knew. In the midst of this chaos and terror, a beacon of resistance emerged. A Kashmiri Muslim patriot by the name of Maqbul Sherwani dared to defy the raiders. He professed to treat every human being with equality, a belief that didn't sit well with the raiders. His courage and defiance were met with a swift and public execution, his life taken in the town square for all to see. But Sherwani's death wasn't in vain. His courage and defiance in the face of such terror served as a testament to the human spirit, a reminder of the strength that resides in each of us, even in the face of such overwhelming odds. The fall of Domel and Baramula marked a dark chapter in history, a testament to the horrors of war and the courage of those who stand against it. These stories of courage and resilience remind us of the cost of war and the value of peace, lessons we must carry with us as we navigate the complexities of our world.